Probably just because it's in the morning. Yep. So anyway, I have some free time until I gotta go into what I like to call forced labor, which is work. Not that kind of labor. If I was going into that kind of labor, we'd have a lot of questions needing to be answered. So anyway, figured I'd go a little bit more into attempting to bring a little bit more understanding about Black Moon Lilith in astrology and what she does. Well, Annis, right now it is essentially 7:26 a.m. It's essentially, how do I put this? The first hour. I don't know, I got nothing. So we can hope for the best, and if something makes me table flip, well, whoops for that then. But anyway, so adding a little bit more onto Black Moon Lilith, and in case if somebody's watching this for the first time, or Lisa, I haven't seen you in, I almost said years, but that would not have made sense. I haven't seen you in a while. But anyway, Black Moon Lilith is like the nodes of the moon, like Rahu and Ketu, or the North Node and South Node. She's not a real planet, she's a shadow planet or mathematical point. And she, as a shadow planet, is seen as the farthest point of Moon's orbit from Earth's position. That's Black Moon Lilith. Hello, dark side. Did you bring cookies? Please, I hope you brought cookies. Because the dark side always has cookies. I just had to, I'm sorry. I could not resist that one. I couldn't resist. But no. At like the core of Black Moon Lilith, chocolate muffin, that'll work. Well, chocolate. Literally, if somebody says not a chocolate, we have a big problem. But chocolate muffin, that'll work. Close enough. If I could pretty much sum up Black Moon Lilith in one word, it would have to be unknown or unpredictable. I wouldn't say chaotic because Black Moon Lilith's energy is not like, it's more like a, I don't know if she's like right behind me, but I got a feeling that, oh, she's not. It's kind of like a feeling of like anything can happen at any given moment, but might be overthinking. It's kind of like taking one step and looking all around, being relieved, taking another step, and then she jumps. Yeah, it's kind of that unknown, like I have no idea what's gonna happen. I'm in the dark. Best describe it. Because, and I don't know why my computer is starting to act. Get that out of my life. So, to best put it, with Black Moon Lilith, mm-hmm, yeah, but it's mainly that idea of like, I have no idea what's gonna happen because she represents the unknown. Mm-hmm. Yeah, probably the one that's the biggest face palm is like, here we go. When interacting with Lilith, she demands your respect, obviously. 2 seconds later, this goddess of forest. Well, you just done messed that up now, didn't you? You just said she demands your respect, but then 2 seconds later you called her a goddess of force. Fail. Anyway, nonetheless, with Lilith, Black Moon Lilith, in this regard, She has the energy of essentially like Lilith herself. She, the energy of Black Moon Lilith has that of like, well, self-empowerment, does as she pleases, and don't restrict her. Vengeful, how one can seduce, captivate, allure, seduce, captivate, or as I like to call it, woozy woo, another person or entity or party into doing her bidding. She's also where you can see how somebody takes revenge. Obviously, of course, how Lilith herself feels towards you. You can also see potentially where there may have been a traumatic event or something related to the placement where she's at. Something related to the house placement and the sign can hint at possibly a traumatic incident that happened to the native. That's another one. There's also how you can see where if somebody can actually withstand handling trauma, if they can actually handle being in the more of the darker aspect, and actually being able to withstand some of the stuff. It's like, and also in a way, you can also see how one is able to potentially, because Lilith herself, to best put it, she is, best put it, there is no other entity like her. Essentially, you try and tell her to do something, she will respond. The best way I can put it is essentially, you want me to do what? Oh, you want me to do that? No. Mm-mm. You could be doing it yourself, but you have to, be bugging me to do it for you. Lame. You could have done it 50 times, dude, but still, you gotta be poking me. I know bugging me to try and do that. I mean, you could have done it by now, but God forbid, you can't do it. She's also rebellious. Very rebellious. Especially saying the word can't to her. The way that she actually responds to that is essentially, oh, I can't do what? Oh, you mean this? I can't. What do you mean I can't like a stone? Here, honey, here. Let me educate you right quick. I can't like a stone? Here. I just did, now what? Oh, woe is you. I just licked the stone. You told me I can't do it. Essentially. That's a good idea of how when you try and limit her, she will just put that boundary. But unlike the nodes of the moon or K2, which when they're conjunct a planet, like say any planet like Sun, Moon, any of them, Rahu and K2, when they actually come into contact with a planet, the best way I can describe it is like they kind of possess the planet and blind it and make their significance be overkill or meh, kind of like completely detached and thrown into the void, metaphorically. And now Lilith. Depending on what planet she's conjunct with, it all depends there. Best example. You have Lilith with Moon. Black Moon Lilith needs the Moon to exist. So, with that in mind, I can most definitely say Black Moon Lilith is not going to cause harm to Moon at all. Because logically, if Moon suffers, then she does. So, in actuality, Black Moon Lilith actually protects the Moon. Best put it, think of it like, like how it's Mama Bear protecting the cub, but flip it. Like, Mama Bear is being protected by the child. hmm Anyone can work with her, but but then again, here's the biggest. I have no idea what's gonna happen. You could be doing everything to try and woozy with her. You could be doing everything perfectly, but for whatever reason, she's just nope, nope. I mean, don't get me wrong. I just absolutely love how you just keep giving me all these pieces of chocolate. Still no, and that's the thing. You got to be careful with because if you're really trying to have make that connection with her, and she's like not feeling the time, but if you keep putting out energy towards her, she's still gonna take it. But she said, "Don't expect anything, dude. So don't get upset when I come to realize how come she's not really wanting to work with me. I'm trying so hard." Well, she did disclaim, "Not feeling you right now, hon. But if you want to keep giving me chocolate, I'm not gonna say no. Just don't expect anything." That is why it is very vital with her to listen and pay and pay attention. Black Moon Lilith is also friendly to, well, the best part of Lilith, again, does what she pleases. She There are some potential indications where she's more likely to go towards someone. Like, for an example, in your astrology chart, if you have Black Moon Lilith in these houses, the Ascendant, Lugna, first house, the fourth, the eighth, 10th, and 12th. So 1, 4, 8th, 10th, and 12th. Those are the houses she's more likely to agree. But I'm not saying it's like, yep. I'm just saying it has more potential. And to explain. Well, the first one, Black Moon Lilith in the Ascendant or first house. I'll get to that, Enchantress. Lilith in the first house. Well, essentially, Black Moon Lilith. Well, actually, essentially, Lilith is putting this on your existence. I'm claiming it. And since she's in your first house, your physical body, and also a recurring thought that pops in your head, it can kind of show kind of potentially a link to her. So she can easily just go, here's a thought, kid. Use it. I don't like that guy here. Just use that. But also another thing to keep in mind, Black Moon Lilith within the Ascendant, for whatever reason, it just happens. People see you and just go, how come I'm being pulled to this person? I don't know what's going on. I'm just getting pulled to them. What's going on here? And even the person with the Black Moon Lilith in the Ascendant, they're even thinking, how come people like to be very close to me? I don't like this. People are getting way too close. I hope they like elbows. Seriously. For whatever reason, just existing, people just get drawn to you. And they're like, what's going on here? How come I'm being so drawn to you? I don't even know what's going on. It's just a subtle effect. And a recurring thought that pops up is, well, obviously, how can I make myself to be in my full empowerment? What can I do to ensure that I'm staying in this empowered state and as less BS as possible? Or, and I'm guilty of it, let's see, how am I going to get vengeance on this, dimwit that, needs a good hit upside the head? How am I going to do this? Plotting revenge. Because she is vengeful. And what do you mean by change your form? But before I forget, Lilith in the fifth, and pretty getting close to the sixth house. Well, Lilith in the fifth house. Fifth house is the children, fun and games, speculative business, gambling, political, like politics, performing arts, you know, romance, cheesy, woozy, stage performance, the original sign of Leo. Essentially, one's sense of empowerment comes by pretty much allowing themselves to creatively express themselves as they are. One one actually gets revenge by essentially, for somehow, some way, having children potentially being the ones to help swing. Well, I haven't actually had that ever happen, but then again, I go towards her like, "Hello, lovely." But I can definitely understand like if somebody's like going towards her in a way that's kind of like, "Oh, here we go again." Looks like they want to go at it with the vulgar thing again. Ugh. That part I can understand. With her being like, "Oh, you think you're getting lucky, huh? Okay, yeah. Just keep thinking that." 2 seconds later, "Oh my gosh, I can't sleep now." Because it's a big netty no no. Do not look at her as a piece of, pleasure in that regard. That's a big no no. Do not do that. But she's known to be a goddess that's actually about that. Mm-hmm. But again, and I'm gonna keep stressing this till I kick the bucket. At her core, number one over everything else, she is all about full empowerment of the self, full confidence of the self, and having the full, trying to find the right word, essentially having the purest and clear understanding that I'm living my life for me. I'm making the choices, nobody else. Because of that, I'm gonna do this. And no matter who says, "Oh, you can't do that," aw, doing it anyway. Having the empowerment of the self over anything else is what she's about. Well, most definitely Lilith is a divine that's very, well, of course she's pretty confident in herself. I mean, that was in a way kind of self-explanatory, but still. Like, say if somebody was to like insult her, be like, "Oh, you're just like one of those." I can't even say that word. I can't even say it because it gives me a bad taste in my mouth. Someone says that to her, she's just gonna respond with like, I'm a what? Oh, you're just mad because I can get it anytime you can." Aw, God. Oh no, what is he gonna do? It looks like he's gonna use his own hands. Typical Adam. Get out of here. Looks like Yahweh really messed up with him. I mean, you really could have at least tried, blow it up a little bit more. Like make it that big or that big, but whatever. I mean, poor guy. I mean, have you seen his beard? Probably had to squint. Oh, that was it. And I just had lost, but it'll probably come back. Black Moon Lilith, two other planets. She is friendly to Venus, obviously. Well, Venus, a feminine planet, about creative self-expression, fashion, beauty, the arts. Of course, that goes hand in hand well with Lilith. And also, believe it or not, she's also friendly with Saturn. Probably thinking, how is she friendly to Saturn? That angry, agitated old geezer that pretty much defies the king every 2 seconds. There's a part of it. Saturn is rebellious. Who else is rebellious? Lilith. Saturn is an outcast. So is Lilith. Although she's outcasted herself. But then again, it was an outcast telling Yahweh, you're going to expect me to submit to this? Really? Really? Now you wonder why, now you wonder why I really try to get away from you, dude. So, yeah, she pretty much fled Eden because Yahweh was saying, you must submit to him. Oh, what are you going to do? Nothing? Thought so. And she actually favors the underdog, the ones that are overlooked. And she actually is also a goddess of justice in a way, in meanings of such as, say for an example, there's a domestic violence survivor. Yeah, probably the um, probably like the catchphrase with her is like, "Oh, let me just make an anime out of this one because she assassinated." You know, like that part when Adam just ventured off on his own, and for some reason they just put Adam ventured off on his own, and then he just died. Boring. It kind of went like this. Adam ventured off on his own, away from Eve and everybody else, just to wander in self-isolation. As he walked, he grew tired, so he took a rest on a boulder, stone. As he sat to catch his breath, he looked up, and that's when he saw her again. Literally, he got pounced on by her, and just like what she said before, I think it would be swell if I was on top, don't you think? Yeah, how it was back in Eden. Well, many long times later, oh, look at that. There she is. Exactly where she says she'd be. And all that I have to say is, is that you? Mm-hmm. Told you I'd be on top, so sucks to be you, dude. Shh. Close your eyes. Fatality. Yep. And she was the last thing for him to see. And that's how she got vengeance on him for trying to be pushy with her. And when she said, nope, we're not going to go about it my way, nope, don't even try it. Besides, you think I'm going to feel that? Your story. And so the recurring joke with her is like, oh, I get to make an anime out of this one. You get it. Or even funnier. There's actually a joke I make with a friend of mine because she deals with somebody who is kind of using, you know, the rainbow, you know, the rainbowness, like what I have, as a way of manipulation. Oh no, Lilith swings with that too. Here's what she says about it. Oh wow, I didn't know Adam came in, fake rainbow flavor. Probably tastes like dye. Mm. But as I was saying about A, she is a vengeful one. And usually when somebody thinks, ah, I got her, she may make you think you're getting away with it, but all it takes is just a second. All of a sudden, tragic slip. And then she's actually now asking, oh, what happened? What happened to that big woozy woo part of you? Oh, yeah, I know what happened. Because, you fell on your coccyx and it broke. Oh, it's okay. Don't worry. It feels like that at first. You'll get used to it. I'll stop whining. And even then, that even reminds me of another joke she said. I can't remember what live it was on, but she came through and she was actually making a joke by saying, oh, wow. Since you got really taken out by a banana peel, of all things, that's really sad, dude. But I don't know, it's okay. It's just like in those, what do you call it, cartoons? You know, those cute animated things. So it's just like that. So technically, I guess that does make you a joke. Right in the. But yes, Moon. No, Lilith is friendly with Saturn, Venus, and I would consider with Moon she's closely intimate with because it's like, oh, with you I exist. So Lilith actually protects the Moon as much as she can if she's conjunct. But pretty much everybody else. Because she is actually the aspect of a woman who pretty much the male hierarchy is like, oh God, we can't control her. What'd you expect? Are you thinking to control me, you old geezer, he who fun? Oh, I just love it when they get old, thinking that they still got it. No, they're just covered in cobwebs. And besides, meat's expired. Oh no, I don't want their blood. It's starting to go a little stale. Might actually, be turning to tar. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, tar. Blood that's now tar. Oh, we must exercise her. You cannot exercise her. You tried her, she'll just respond with, why do I need exercise? I mean, I've kept, this youthful appearance since day one. Much longer than you've existed, dude. I don't need exercise. But thanks for being considerate. hmm And, fun fact, like the idea with the Garden of Eden and the forbidden fruit. Well, as it's known, since Adam and Eve ate from that tree, they got infected with sin. So they grow old and then they die because of sin. Then there's Lilith. Nah, I don't need that. So, with that in mind, she is immortal. And that is precisely why she cannot die and she cannot end. Okay, lovely. Sticking up for yourself is a sin? Really, dude? Wow. Well, if that's the case, okay, dude. Here, hold still. Let me see. Oh, that'll work. Okay, dude. since thou shall not, stand up for themselves here, I'm just gonna, you might feel some slight pressure in the back. Don't say no. You cannot vent for yourself. You cannot stand up for yourself. You must take it. Oh, what happened? It's not that fun now? No, no, no. It's the same. You cannot resist. That's how she would respond to that. Besides, at the end of the day, like what I've said, whenever the religious man or the hierarchy cannot control a woman, that is when they are like, oh, shoot. We don't know what to do. She's doing as she pleases. Mm-hmm. Because nothing scares them more than a woman just being all, I'm doing what I like. You can't do that. And what are you gonna do? Try and stop me? Uh, Backhand. Or probably my personal favorite. And this does not really have anything to do with a belief system. This is actually using kind of common sense. And this is actually one of the things that agitates her the most. Picture this. There's a woman with a book. She is reading a book, minding her own business. She's wearing attire that she's comfortable with, and she's confident. It's not suggestive, it's casual wear, and it's acceptable. She's reading her book and getting really engaged in the story. Then, out of nowhere, just completely out of nowhere, like a Final Fantasy battle, she gets groped from behind. She looks and sees a man possessed by lust and vulgarity, and now he's trying to force himself onto her. She retaliates by backhanding him and then just pushing him away. Everybody looks and goes, and then the man, tries to blame her for his behavior. And then everybody gets at a hissy fit at her for backhanding him and then pushing him away. Okay. Lilith responds to that just like this. You're getting mad because, she put the guy in his place and taught him a lesson about, hands off. It ain't cute to think, I'm gonna grab that. No. Well, that's the case here. Come here, hold still. Right below the belt. Oh, you didn't like that? Oh, it's okay. No, no, no. It's your fault. You're tempting me to do it. I didn't do anything. Mm-hmm. That's the point. Because somehow, for some whatever reason, the idea of like, it's the woman's fault for tempting me. Reality check. They can get idiot proof. Reading her book. She doesn't even know you exist, so how can she tempt you and, possess you in a way to make you come and grab her if she doesn't even know you exist? She's just reading her book. Engaged in the book. Heck, in fact, she probably doesn't even know that you're existing in the same reality as her. But somehow she's tempting him. And it's her fault? More reality check. Who's the one that had the, the bright idea to start pointing at her below the belt? Who's the one that's pointing? It isn't her. She's still reading her book. And now who made the choice to act on it? Who took the mundane action along with pointing towards her? If you said not her, yep, you're right. She has nothing to do with it. And it is he who thinks it's polite to point and thinks it's a good idea to take action. So he carries it out, gets out of line, gets backhanded, and then pushed away. So, right there, logically and technically, how can it be her fault if she doesn't even know? If she doesn't even know the guy exists? So, how can one tempt someone if she doesn't even acknowledge their existence? And now here's the other one. Okay, who's the one who started pointing? He did. Who took the physical, mundane action on it? He did. She was still reading a book. Uh-oh. Wah, 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 wah. Uh-oh, looks like we got it back in the corner where you can't really defend it now, because if you try and defend it... Oh, okay. So because of a faith system, it's just to blame the woman? Wow. Well, that goes to show you what happens when, men can't take accountability for their stupidity, which is so sad they have to blame somebody else. Little kids. Oh boy. All right, go for it here. And I mean, really, dude, why you gotta be bribing people with, virgins? Why? That's not cute. Besides, minor detail, you didn't say what kind of virgins. Virgin olive oil bottles? Virgin baboons? Virgin men? Like a big, mosh pit of the 40-year-old virgin? Whoops. Minor detail. And another little fun fact about Lilith. Exactly. Another fun fact and thought of the day. When Lilith married, did she actually marry for the unionship or just for the perks? That answer, I don't know. You have to ask her. But just a thought to ponder. Hmm. Did she actually go with Samuel for the unionship or for something else? Just a thought. Just something to think about. I don't know why, because I'm not her. But, oh, look, yeah, it's my boss. I'm going to. I have plenty. Ah, wait a minute. I still have, like, I mean, to be technical, it only takes me 10 minutes to get there. No, I will go there. Perks, like for an example, say, like if you marry a rich guy. If you marry a rich guy, well, look at all that money you got. And I mean, it's not, it's probably not the most applauded thing to do. Oh, look, he has money. Married. I don't like him now. Divorce. Same. That sometimes happens. Yeah, sometimes I do too. I think I want to actually say about, well, before I fly away and fix my face. Trying to remember what it was. I'll get to it. Watch it just hit me in the back of the head out of nowhere. Oh, well, that was actually what I was going to say. Originally, many moons ago, like since day one, essentially, there was just Yahweh by himself. all alone. And then from the void comes Lilith, just out of nowhere. Where am I? Alright. And Yahweh notices her, gets love struck. But like I said, she self-exiled herself because she did not want to be all like, "Oh, you're demanding me be violated." Eh, mm-mm. And I kind of know which thing you're talking about, but I'm kind of I'm not really like fully like how do I put this? I'm not fully engaged with that because I look at it like somebody might be potentially manipulating something with that. But when Lilith came from the void and Yahweh noticed her, love struck. Hey, pretty lady! Oh, what do you want? So, I'm all alone. Do you want to be my queen? I don't even know you, dude. Please? No. Come on! No. Well, it's just me. No, it's not. I exist too, dude. Why won't you be my queen? Let's see. You're kind of being like a Justin Bieber fanboy fangirl that doesn't know when to stop. And, kind of almost kind of inflicting dread, like when they shriek. Yeah. And just kept trying so. Oh, no, no, no. But he just kept trying so hard, relentlessly. Please! God, how am I going to get rid of this guy? So she came up with this idea. Hey, you. Yes? Come over here. Anything. Tell you what. I'll make you a deal. Anything. Shh. Make me someplace beautiful and actually just a world full of beauty and just the most beautiful thing you can. Once you do that, then I'll be your queen. Okay. Off he goes. Makes the creation and all that stuff. And after when he's done making Adam, he prances his way back to her. Look, I did it. You did? Let me see it. Oh, yeah. This is pretty. I have the crown ready. Toodaloo. And she just, that said, blue balled him and just went down to Eden and took human form and left him. Mm. And as soon as Yahweh realized what just happened, she already was down with Adam and she was all, God, I got away from him. Who are you? Oh, your name's Adam? Okay. Don't even think you're going to be overpowering me, dude. No, no, no. That's not how it's going to work. Hands off. Yo, way. She's not letting me sleep with her the way I want to. And then that's when he thought, I can get back at her. You! Oh, look, it's you again. Don't be mad that you know you got tricked. You better submit to him. Don't be mad that you know you got blued. Oh, no. By the way. I would, but, make yourself be more, how do you say this? Respectable? Besides, you have a knot in your beard, like about 20 of them. And then that's when she left Eden. And when she left, Adam looked to Yahweh and just said, thanks, man. Now I'm really all alone. Thanks a lot. Wah, 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 wah. And then that's when Eve came about. But then for some reason, M had a third wife, whose name is not mentioned. But anywho, it is now 8:10. I'm gonna fix my face and then go do forced forced labor, like work. And when I'm able to, I'll go live down there. So I'll see you guys then.